You walk into a store and honestly, the chip aisle hits different. Shelves packed wall to wall with flavors you didn't even know existed. BBQ, sour cream, jalapeno truffle, kimchi. Somebody out there really said let's go crazy and never once looked back. But here's the wild part. This whole snack empire started with one annoyed chef and a customer who just wouldn't quit complaining. Saratoga Springs, New York, 1853, resort town, rich crowd, fancy restaurants, and one very bad night at Moon's Lake House. Chef George Crum had a signature dish, French fried potatoes, thick, golden. Everyone loved them except one very particular guest that night. That guest, widely believed to be railroad tycoon Cornelius Vanderbilt, kept sending the plate back, too thick, too soggy, just try again. Crum had enough. He sliced the potatoes razor thin, practically see-through, fried them until they shattered, then buried the whole batch in salt. It was meant to be an insult on a plate, a petty little fine chew on that moment from a completely fed-up cook. Vanderbilt loved them, the whole table loved them, word spread through the restaurant, and just like that, the Saratoga chip was born. Crum became famous, eventually opened his own restaurant, put baskets of chips on every single table, but here's the kicker, he never patented it. That viral origin story though? Turns out chip companies basically invented it decades later using Vanderbilt's name to sell more bags, classic marketing move. Historians dug into it and found zero reliable evidence. The whole legend was just really effective marketing dressed up as culinary history. The real story is messier. Thin, crispy fried potatoes were already showing up in British cookbooks as far back as 1807, no drama needed. American cookbooks were printing potato sliced and fried recipes through the 1820s, so honestly, someone was already crunching long before Crum even got annoyed. Some historians actually think it was Crum's sister Catherine Speck who made the first chip, a thin slice that accidentally fell into hot oil. Others point to a cook named Eliza, already celebrated at Saratoga for her extraordinary fried potatoes back in 1849, 4 full years before Crum. History tends to hand credit to whoever was loudest, and here, the loudest happened to be a man with a grudge and a frying pan. Also a fun detail, Americans called them chips first. The British called the exact same snack crisps and honestly still do, which completely tracks. For decades, chips stayed a restaurant thing, a fancy little side dish at upscale tables, not something regular people could just go buy anywhere. That changed when entrepreneurs like Herman Lay figured out mass production, sealed bags, and nationwide distribution. Suddenly chips were everywhere and actually affordable. Then World War II almost killed the whole thing. Food rationing squeezed ingredients so tight that chip production nearly shut down completely across the country. They survived, barely, and when the war ended, the snack industry came roaring back, hungrier, more ambitious, and ready to actually get creative for once. In 1954, an Irish entrepreneur named Joe Spud Murphy asked the obvious question nobody had thought to ask yet: what if chips actually had flavor? He launched the world's first flavored chips, cheese and onion, salt and vinegar, and snacking culture was genuinely never the same after that moment. A door opened and nobody closed it. Within decades, chips came in wasabi, truffle, kimchi, masala, sriracha, prawn cocktail, and things even wilder than that. In April 2025, Lay's announced top finalists in its flavor contest, including a wavy Korean-style fried chicken chip. Gen Z is literally writing the menu now. Pringles dropped a 7-layer dip-baked chip in 2025, combining cheese, onion, and sour cream into one chip, because why hold back at this point? As of 2025, the global potato chip market is valued at around $56.23 billion, and there is genuinely no sign of slowing down. It's projected to hit somewhere between $44 billion and $64 billion by 2033, driven by younger snackers who want bolder, weirder, and more global flavors. Fried chips still dominate with a 68.26% global market share in 2024, because at the end of the day, people want the real thing. But baked chips are now the fastest growing segment, health-conscious buyers are showing up strong, and the industry is genuinely listening and pivoting pretty fast. In 2024, Lay's launched a Better For You line, baked chips with 50% less fat, no artificial colors, no artificial flavors, honestly a big upgrade. Frito-Lay committed to 100% recyclable or compostable packaging by 2025 because the plastic guilt is real and major brands clearly know it too. In October 2024, Frito-Lay introduced eco-friendly compostable packaging for select chip varieties in natural food stores, finally moving beyond the standard crinkle bag era. Asia Pacific is now the fastest growing region for chips globally, contributing nearly 40% of total market growth as urbanization keeps shifting eating habits everywhere. Countries like India and China are seeing massive demand for chips with local flavors, masala, honey butter, and regional spice blends are going absolutely massive there. In February 2024, PepsiCo India launched Lay's Chapez, a heart-shaped potato chip in masala and caramel flavor. The sweet chip era is honestly already here. The chip isn't just a snack anymore, it's a full cultural signal. Every new flavor drop is basically a brand saying we see you to somebody. Health debates, environmental pressure, and new regulations are reshaping the whole industry, but chips aren't going anywhere. They're just evolving and honestly getting a lot smarter. Scientists are actively developing chips from beets, lentils, cassava, and other vegetables because the next great crunch might not even come from a potato at all. So next time you tear open a bag and hear that satisfying crinkle, just know you're holding centuries of spite, happy accident, and pure human ambition. From one furious chef's revenge night in 1853 to a $56.23 billion global industry, that is honestly one of history's most delicious accidents. Drop a comment, share it with your snack-loving people, and stick around because there are way more stories out there just as wild as this one.